What keeps a man going in his darkest hours? For Magomed Abdusalamov, the answers surround him daily. For more than a year and a half, the former heavyweight contender has been paralyzed on the right side, unable to stand on his own or to pick up his 3 daughters. He struggles to mumble single words at a time.
Huh? Как я могу переживать это?
It's been very hard on me. He's my husband, and I love him dearly. It's been very tough. I don't even know how I'm surviving it.
I promise good fight Saturday night. Thank you.
On November 2nd, 2013, Abdusalamov lost a bloody 10-round bout to Mike Perez at Madison Square Garden. After the fight, New York State Athletic Commission doctors stitched a gash above his eye, examined an apparent broken bone in his face, and gave him a neurological test. What they didn't diagnose was a potentially fatal brain injury, and despite having an ambulance at their disposal, the doctors didn't send him to the hospital. Abdusalamov's cornermen had to take him there by taxi, where emergency surgery saved his life. But the damage to his brain was already done.
Mago, опусти подбородок.
Now everything, no matter how small, requires help. When his 2 oldest daughters, ages 9 and 6, are off to school, Abdusalamov's wife, Bakanai, is by his side, performing the daily tasks he used to do himself.
Он сейчас как мой маленький ребеночек, как
He's like a little child, my little boy. I have to teach him to walk and talk and eat. I have to teach him like I teach our youngest daughter. He's very dependent on me. You cannot even compare him today to the man he was. He used to be bustling with energy and strong like a mountain.
Still undefeated, Magomed Abdusalamov.
Abdusalamov was 18-0 with 18 knockouts before he stepped into the ring for the final time. A punishing southpaw, he was a U.S. champion and close to a shot at a world title. But it turns out Abdusalamov isn't the only fighter in this family. Every meal, every shave, every bath, Bakanai is there. Both devout Muslims from the Russian Republic of Dagestan, the couple met 11 years ago, shortly before their arranged marriage, when she was 18 and he was 23.
Как можешь повлиять, когда...
I never feared a thing with him shielding me. He made all the decisions and did everything. And now little old me is shielding him. I never knew I could be so strong.
Будем дальше.
She sleeps no more than a couple of hours at a time, constantly turning her husband to avoid more of the bed sores and life-threatening infections he's already endured. For months, their friend Amin Suleimanov has assisted the Abdusalamov family physically and financially. The owner of a small roofing and siding company, Suleimanov opened his Connecticut home to them and says he spent more than $100,000 retrofitting it to Abdusalamov's needs.
I'm hoping he's gonna get better. He can walk, he can be able to enjoy his family. That's my hope.
I don't see any way for this family to have survived to the point where they are without Amin. It would have been impossible.
Attorney Paul Edelstein represents Abdusalamov and his family and recently filed court papers saying they're broke, unable to pay medical bills in excess of $2 million. In a lawsuit, the family accuses the New York State Athletic Commission doctors of negligence and medical malpractice.
The man's face was horribly disfigured. He was making all classic complaints that would be consistent with potentially having a brain injury. And then they abandoned the guy, didn't put him in an ambulance, whereby he would have gotten immediate care once he did get to the hospital that night.
Twice a week, Abdusalamov, now 34, is brought to therapy. The sessions help him gain much-needed strength and weight. Throughout the hours of physical and occupational therapy, Bakanai remains at his side, her affection for him reciprocated on this day with a love note written with the hand her husband is still able to use. Back home, nothing lifts Abdusalamov's spirits as much as moments like this. Even in his current state, he's able to describe the impact of his children. What does it mean to you to be around your girls, your daughters?
Что? Счастье.
Happiness, joy.
He said happiness?
He said joy. Yeah.
Who is the Mago that your daughters are getting to know?
Он всегда будет их папой, но
Our oldest more or less understands what happened to him. She seems to have accepted it, and she's waiting for her dad to get better. The middle one is always asking, when will her dad be back? She even made him a birthday card. Daddy, I miss you. You're the strongest. It's like she's waiting for that other dad to come back.
The doctor who supervised Abdusalamov's hospital care said patients this far removed from a traumatic brain injury can't count on significant progress. A stark diagnosis his loved ones refuse to accept.
Нет, мы не будем о плохом. Мы будем
We're going to hope that in a year or 2, 3 years at the most, he's going to recover and lead a normal life. I don't even entertain the possibility that he won't get better. That's not for us. He's strong and he's going to recover.